Look at the map of West Africa's coast and the sea lanes that feed it. For decades, fuel flows traced predictable lanes. Diesel and gasoline moved mainly through European hubs or across the Atlantic to the Americas. Money followed the tankers and their routes. But today, a new map is being drawn. Not with ink, but with tankers from the Black Sea, swap deals, and port diplomacy. These new lines point east, toward Russia's terminals on the Black Sea, through Gibraltar, and down the Atlantic. The shift is quiet but powerful in fuel logistics. It is changing how product cargoes move and who captures the margins. The central question is simple but has big consequences. As Russian diesel, gasoline, jet fuel, and LPG reach Cotonou, Lomé, and Tema, who really benefits in West Africa, and what does it mean for prices, logistics, and local players? This is not about broad consumer goods. It is about petroleum products and the prices they set. A product tanker berths in Cotonou with diesel, another ties up in Lomé with gasoline. Meters start, prices ripple, hoses connect, pumps thrum. Cargo flows to floating roof tanks. Lower import costs pressure local refiners and distributors, including Dangote's fuels business. From shore tanks, trucks queue at loading racks. Waybills print. Convoys roll inland. They feed depots in Parakou, Sokode, and Kara. Retail pumps feel it first. Diesel a few CFA cheaper per liter. Transport fares edge down. Cheaper diesel cuts generator and fleet costs. Trucks deliver food faster. Materials and supplies cheaper to haul, and traders keep more margin. If another cargo lands next week, the dip lasts. If not, prices bounce back. This loop, ship to tank, rack to road, depot to pump, turns new routes into real money. Russia's return to Africa is not a sudden event, but a deliberate and strategic process that has gained speed. It is built on a foundation of diplomacy, security, economics. Russian leaders have been busy signing agreements across the continent in the Sahel region and in parts of West Africa. These are not just handshakes for the cameras. They are formal pacts that open doors for Russian companies and influence. These deals often start with security cooperation, military training, military equipment, building trust, and gaining a foothold. From this security base, economic ties follow. Russia seeks to develop and manage critical infrastructure, modernizing ports, building railway lines, exploring energy resources. State-owned firms discuss nuclear plants and refineries, long-term investments embedding Russian technology and expertise. Over 20 military cooperation pacts since 2015, with visible energy moves, fuel, diesel, and grain shaping prices and security. The new relationship with Russia is physically changing how goods move into and across West Africa. For years, trade was dominated by a few major sea lanes controlled by large, often European shipping companies. But Russia's entry is creating new, more direct routes. A shorter route can be both cheaper and faster. Russian ships are now more frequently docking at ports in Benin and Togo and making inroads toward larger hubs. This creates alternative pathways for imports. Some commodities, grain, fuel, fertilizer, can now arrive directly from Russian Black Sea ports. Lower costs and shorter delivery times follow. Every stop a container ship makes adds expense and days. More direct means fewer fees and less fuel burned, and quicker access to markets. For landlocked Niger or Mali, friendly coastal links matter. They can bypass longer, costlier routes that may face tensions or high tariffs by building coast-to-interior supply corridors. For many West African countries, the growing ties with Russia are translating into clear and immediate benefits. One of the most significant gains is in infrastructure and job creation. When a new port terminal is upgraded or a railway is built with Russian support, it creates jobs for construction workers, engineers, and support staff. Operations and maintenance require a permanent local workforce. This means more stable incomes for families and a boost to local economies. Another benefit is access to cheaper essentials, wheat, fertilizer, refined fuels. Government-to-government deals can beat open market prices. Discounted diesel can lower pump prices for drivers and fleets. Cheaper fertilizer boosts yields without extra debt, helping curb food inflation and improve food security. New ties also open markets for exports, diversifying beyond Europe and China. More buyers mean less risk and better prices through competition. Aliko Dangote built his empire on local production for local markets. His group dominates essentials like cement, sugar, and fertilizer in Nigeria and beyond. The strategy: build big, control supply, set prices. But an influx of Russian goods creates a new, direct challenge. The core of the challenge is price. Local production costs are high. Energy and logistics weigh heavily. State support and scale let Russian suppliers deliver fuel and fertilizer at lower prices, over 50 million tons of fertilizer capacity. When neighbors secure cheaper imports, Dangote's share and pricing strategy face pressure. Alternative supply chains can bypass his target markets. The group may adapt, cut costs, and compete on value, emphasize quality and supply security, and leverage regional connections to protect markets. Governments and citizens benefit from cheaper fuel and grain, new jobs, and leverage in negotiations. But dependency risks and pressure on local industry are real. The road ahead is to use competition without falling into a trap and build a resilient, independent future.